We're actually revisiting Frost, specifically her welcome mat. And what that means is right now, many of our players can find themselves in a situation where they have been welcomed into, say, the welcome mat, and then they're stranded and stuck. Well, again, about empowering both sides of the fight here, players will be able to get themselves up. Frost will actually be able to track you down because you will not be able to sprint, you will leave a blood trail, and those defenders will still be able to get you. It'll still take time to get out of that trap, but she can still hunt you down. So we have a new defender secondary gadget coming to the game called the Observation Blocker, and this thing is built around that pillar of siege, which is intel. And yeah, so you actually can take it and deploy it onto the floor, and when you do, it'll actually expand fairly far out. It'll cover a doorway, but much bigger beyond that. And again, it stops any observation tool from being able to see through it.
All right, sounds pretty cool. Now, for this, which defenders, which operators are going to be targeted for this, Alex?
So you can see it here. The drone can't see through the blocker, and that works great with operators like Maestro, who can zap a drone that doesn't know it's on the other side, or for an operator like Mozzie, who can be waiting on the other side of an observation blocker and then pounce on it and capture it. Working on these kind of synergies means that these defenders will make good use of the observation blocker.
In the case, we're actually bringing the gun in behind the shield. So that's going to make you more defended and more able to work with your team better, reload behind the shield, and also turn your head. But I recommend you keep them at range.
We're going back to Consulate, and we are making big changes to it. This is one of our oldest maps. We had to rebuild it from the ground up. The way that the bomb sites behave, the variety in the ways that you can attack it or defend it. Also, another really important thing too is for attackers to have a safe avenue to approach the building. All of this is coming Season 2.
So that's right. The Defender AI playlist is coming out really targeting beginner players. So it's important that we give people a place that they can go in, start learning the base of the siege, and experience the game. That's right. As Chris mentioned, these are actually AI, machine-learned AI, which essentially we're feeding them player data, which means they react and act as they should. They'll go ahead and set up a site and reinforce it in a default setup that makes sense. They'll open up rotations. They'll place gadgets where you'd expect to find them.
So we talked about Permanent Arcade in Year 7. It is coming Season 2. This is a permanent space where you can try out all of the different arcades that we have in the game. And when it launches, we'll probably add a little extra to it as well. So Reputation System is in beta right now. We have everything where you start seeing the penalties assigned to players who are disruptive. You also have a place where you can report, but we also want to celebrate the wins in Siege 2. We want to commend our teammates who are doing a good job, making a great call or a great play, and actually have that positive reinforcement in Siege as well.
In Year 8, we really want new players to practice through play. We want them to experience operators, test out their gadgets, and navigate maps. In Season 1, we're bringing beginner challenges, a new progression tool for newcomers, which allows them to learn how to play Siege, as well as unlock operators as they play. In Season 2, we're going to be bringing the aiming lane to the shooting range. You'll be able to customize the speed, the movement, the quantity of targets, as well as advanced techniques such as headshots only. In Season 3, we'll be bringing brand new playable tutorials. Each one of these maps will allow the players to learn a different element of Siege, whether that's basics like destruction or verticality, droning and rappelling, reinforcements and barricades. We reward 10 new ops for players upon completion of those tutorials, 5 on attack, 5 on defense. In Season 4, we'll be bringing the Defender AI playlist, a safe place to teach your friends how to play Siege and to learn new operators and new maps. We're really excited about this new AI playlist. It uses a machine learning algorithm, which is informed by our current players playing today. In this playlist, you'll play as an attacker against a Defender AI. The next steps for us afterwards would be to add the Attacker AI playlist in a future update.
We are so committed to this game. We're already looking at the next 10 years of Siege. We know all of you have invested so much time, so much love into this game that we will not abandon it. We are here to stay, and we love you all.